Stop chasing, because the game has changed and Sigma males are the reason why. For decades, men have been conditioned to pursue, to prove, to chase women like it's some kind of trophy hunt. Movies, music, and even your friends all fed you the same script. Go after her, show her you care, win her over. But here's the truth no one talks about. The men who chase the least are the ones women chase the most. And that's where the Sigma male walks in, calm, quiet, and unbothered by the chaos. He's not out here begging for attention. He doesn't send 3 a.m. wide texts. He doesn't write poetry hoping to win a girl's heart. He doesn't chase because he understands his value. And now he's breaking the entire system. This isn't just about confidence. It's about reclaiming masculine power in a world that rewards desperation and punishes detachment. It's about the man who refuses to play the game and ends up winning it by default. So if you've ever felt like the dating world is upside down, if you've ever felt like chasing love only leads to pain, then stay with me, because we're about to expose why Sigma males are the quiet revolution that's flipping modern romance on its head, and why women can't stop noticing them. Oh, and by the way, I've got something very special for you. Sigma's Black Book of Untouchable Power. It's an ebook that contains the forbidden secret knowledge that will turn you into the man others fear and respect. Warning, this will be deleted soon. The elite don't want you to see this. Grab it in the description section or pinned comment below. Let's move on. 1. The dangerous power of detachment. Why she feels it more than you do. A Sigma male doesn't ghost. He doesn't breadcrumb. He doesn't string her along. What he does without even realizing it is detach. Quietly, emotionally, subtly. He pulls back not to punish, not to manipulate, but because he's just not emotionally invested in the same way most men are. That's the part women aren't ready for. Most guys chase. They double text. They ask if she's okay after she sends a dry reply. They want reassurance. They need clarity. But the Sigma male? If a woman starts fading, he doesn't ask questions. He fades faster. That's the danger. That's what makes him so unforgettable. Because when most men disappear, it's with noise, with drama, with neediness. But a Sigma male vanishes into silence, and that silence echoes in her mind. It makes her wonder, why didn't he care? Why didn't he try harder? What did I do wrong? She won't get closure because he doesn't owe it. Not out of cruelty, out of clarity. A Sigma male simply doesn't beg to stay where he isn't wanted. This kind of detachment isn't passive. It's a quiet revolution. It's what breaks the cycle of romantic chasing. Because here's the truth. The one who cares less always holds the power. And it's not that the Sigma male wants power. It's that he naturally has it because he's not afraid to walk away. Because his validation isn't tied to a woman's attention. That scares people. Because emotional detachment is freedom. And when someone is free, they're unpredictable, uncontrollable, unchaseable. And that's what flips the script. It's not women chasing because of manipulation. It's women chasing because of mystery. Because when you detach without drama, you become a puzzle they can't solve. And guess what? Most people hate unsolved puzzles. 2. The art of being unavailable and why it drives her wild. Here's something they won't teach you in dating books. Being unavailable is the most underrated form of seduction. Sigma males don't do it on purpose. They're not playing hard to get. They are hard to get because they're busy building, growing, existing in their own world. And women notice. The Sigma male is the guy who texts back late, not because he's playing games, but because he didn't see the message. He's the guy who cancels a date, not because he's flaky, but because he's deep into a creative flow state, or grinding toward a goal, or reading a book that just cracked open a new layer of his mind. This unavailability isn't artificial, it's authentic, and it's magnetic. Why? Because people want what they can't have. But more than that, they want what doesn't need them. When a woman senses that a Sigma male doesn't need her attention, doesn't crave her validation, doesn't revolve his life around her availability, something inside her shifts. At first, it frustrates her. Then it fascinates her. Because in a world of men who drop everything the second she calls, here's a man who keeps walking, a man who doesn't orbit her, a man with a full life, a man with purpose. That's the art of being unavailable. It's not about ignoring her, it's about not rearranging your world for her. And that flips the power dynamic in a beautiful, brutal way. She starts chasing you, not because you played it cool, but because you are cool. The Sigma male doesn't flirt like a player, doesn't cling like a nice guy, and doesn't beg like the desperate. He exists, and somehow that's the most seductive thing of all. 3. She'll never admit it, but you're the one she can't forget. Let's be real, she might block your number. She might badmouth you to her friends. She might post passive-aggressive quotes on her stories like, "Never settle for less than you deserve." But late at night, when her phone's silent, her mind isn't. Because Sigma males don't leave like everyone else. They don't beg for closure. They don't send long emotional paragraphs. They don't guilt trip or blame or play the victim. They just go silent. And in that silence, something happens. She replays the moments, not because she wants to, but because she has to. It's how the brain works when a connection ends without chaos. When there's no explosion to remember, all that's left are the details. The way he looked at her like he could see right through the fake smile. The way he listened, really listened, when she talked about things no one else cared about. The way he said her name like it mattered. See, most men try to impress. Sigma males, they imprint. And once a Sigma male imprints, he's unforgettable. Not because he chased her, not because he gave her butterflies, but because he made her feel something deeper, something rarer, something real. And that's why she'll never admit it, but she'll always remember it. She'll compare others to him, quietly, subconsciously, unfairly. Because Sigma males don't try to be different, they are different. And difference, that's the one thing that leaves a permanent mark. 4. Why chasing is a form of desperation, and Sigma males don't do desperate. Let's get brutally honest. Chasing is desperation in disguise. Every good morning text she doesn't reply to, every double text, every attempt to check in, every moment you overthink whether you were too forward or too distant, all of it is rooted in lack. Lack of options, lack of confidence, lack of internal value. And this is exactly where Sigma males set themselves apart from 99% of men. Because they don't chase, ever. Not because they think they're above women, not at all. But because they're full, their cup is overflowing. They're fulfilled in their own skin. They know who they are. They know their worth. They know their path. And when you know those things, you don't chase, you attract. The chasing culture is a sickness in modern dating. It teaches men to compete for attention, to beg for validation, to perform like trained monkeys hoping for a banana. Sigma males are allergic to that. They don't buy into the lie that says, you're only as valuable as your ability to please a woman. They know their worth exists with or without attention. And that's why women sense the difference instantly. Because when you're not chasing, you're giving her space to wonder, to pursue you, to earn your time and presence, because it's valuable. Desperation repels. Confidence in solitude, that pulls people in like gravity. 8. How Sigma males invert the power dynamic without saying a word. Most guys try to impress women through words, compliments, pickup lines, long stories about their job, their car, their gym routine. But Sigma males, they don't talk to impress, they exist to express. And that subtle shift flips the entire power dynamic. You ever walk into a room and feel someone's presence before they even speak? That's a Sigma male. He's not performing. He's not auditioning. He's not saying, look at me. He just is. And that isness becomes magnetic. You see, Sigma males don't operate in the usual dating economy. They're not bidding for a woman's time. They're not trying to prove they're better than the next guy. They're simply living according to their own code. And that is power. It's quiet. It's nonverbal. It's felt, not heard. And it inverts everything. Suddenly, the woman finds herself trying to prove herself, wondering, does he like me? What does he see in me? Why is he so unbothered? The Sigma male creates mystery through minimal effort. And in a world obsessed with oversharing, mystery is irresistible. It makes her lean in. It makes her work. It makes her chase. Not because she's being manipulated, but because she wants to. Because finally she's met a man who isn't fighting for her attention, and that makes her want to give it even more. If you're tired of playing games, tired of pretending, and ready to build yourself into a man they can't ignore, smash that subscribe button, drop a heart in the comments, and join the movement. This isn't just a video, it's your reminder. The Sigma doesn't chase, he chooses. Let them come to you. I'll see you in the next one.